Sorry about that. I was just having a quick wee. Welcome to this week's Makeovers for the Misfits. For the Misfits, I just added that in. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm drunk. So anyway, I'm very excited today that we're going to be joined by the absolutely gorgeous Titus Groan. Sorry, I forgot to turn my camera on. I'm a mess. I'm terribly excited to be joined by Titus Groan, who's going to talk us through their very cryptic kit list for this week. Welcome, Titus Groan, to the stage. Yes, this is the way we're doing it today.
I know, we're really coordinated, aren't we? I love it.
That's so good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm very well. How are you?
No, I'm okay, thank you. I'm very well also. Looking forward to what... Who knows what we're going to do today? I'm very excited about this anyway.
The tomfoolery I have planned.
Great.
Because we're literally just putting tights on our heads.
So,
What?
I can't buy... I fucking do not know where you can buy tights from in España. I've literally got these like fucking like half leg stockings.
How many of those have you got? Have you only got one?
I've got 4 in total.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
But the thing is, because you need a bit of a stretch to get the face, so you might look like a bank robber, but that's fine.
Oh, they're going over our head. They're going over our head, right?
Yeah, we're wearing them. We're putting them on our faces. We're stuffing them. Have you got cotton wool?
I've got toilet roll.
That's fine.
Great. Basically, follow the kit list, but don't follow it at all. That's my... So, my green-haired twin and glitter-curtained brethren, could you please give us, the viewers, a little description of Titus Groan, but in 4 words? What is Titus Groan's drag in 4 words?
Sour-faced old witch.
Ah! You are going to lead the charge. Throughout this, I'm going to maybe ask you, well, not maybe, I'm definitely going to ask you some very personal and intimate questions.
Oh, God.
Yes, exactly. Get ready for that. That are not related to necessarily what we're doing.
So what we're actually going to do to begin with, because we're essentially going to be building a kind of club kid face on tights. That's why I'm wearing tights as well, because it's going to be a whole look at the end. So what we're actually going to do first is we're going to make some pads for our faces, which is very exciting. So you need to get one of your pairs of tights and you want to cut the bottom off. So yeah, cut the feet off your tights. Step 1. Step 2, get cotton wool. So I'm using these little balls. You can use loo roll like Joan Oh. You can use cotton pads. You can use anything as long as it's soft so you can stuff with it.
Oh, stuff.
Exactly.
Things
Then what you want to do is you want to get your little foot that you cut off and you want to stuff it with cotton wool. We're making it nice and full and plump. So you want to go as big as you want to go for the size of the cheeks you want to have. Yeah, really pack it down to the bottom of your little section of foot, and then you just kind of like wrap it around so you're making a little pad out of cotton wool. Okay, great. So by now you should have something that resembles like this. It doesn't really matter. It's just a little shape. So we need to do that 3 more times because you need 4 of them.
Ooh,
so you've got 1. I've actually made 2 of the same shape, and then there's 2 that need to be a little bit more specific, like this little potato shape, because those are going to be our new eyebrows.
Oh my God.
So you can imagine that those shapes are going to be where your eyelids were.
Babe, we never need to worry about spending money on expensive surgery when we can just
well,
cotton wool.
Absolutely. By the end of it, you're going to all look absolutely snatched to the gods. It's going to be fabulous. So yeah, if you want, now you've got the time, maybe you can mold 2 of them so that they've got a slightly more sort of pointy shape. And then the other 2, the cheek ones are just like a regular, so you can see the difference here. So one of them is slightly pointy and one of them is just a straight old potato.
One of them is just a straight old potato.
The only straight thing I like is a straight potato.
Same, darling.
Have you got all your shapes?
Yes.
Great. So now we're going to go bank robber because we're going to put our first pair of nylons on our faces. So What you want to do is you kind of want to put them on so that you've got the seams on either side of your face. So you're not having the seams down the middle, the seams go at the sides. Pull it over your face like that.
Oh my God. Okay. I've like turned my eyelids inside out.
Are you actually going to get them on? If
Yeah.
you've got your tights on your face already, then what you want to do is take the legs and you want to tie them in a knot.
Oh, my is extremely tight already.
Yours is so tight. The old lady's not wearing nylons in Barcelona. Right. If you've got it on your face successfully, what you'd want to do, and this is very, very carefully, pull a tiny bit where your eye is and snip it off. But I mean tiny because it will get bigger. Can you see how I've got one really kind of sinister little eye hole now? Oh my God. This is definitely makeup for Misfits.
Okay. Sorry, I'm
look at the state of us. And right, do it for the other eye as well. Very, very small. And then you've got 2 eye holes and you can see, which is great. There we go. So this look is actually very inspired by Lee Bowery.
Fab.
Because I don't know if you know, but he did a character called Miss Peanut, which was like a full body kind of latex thing, and it had a similar face to this. So now what we're going to do with our little Joan Oh, I can't. Yours is going to be the best. I can't wait. No, actually, we're going to do the eye ones first. So take the little ones that are the kidney bean shape.
Okay.
And this is going to go up and place it on your natural eyebrow. But essentially, can you see how immediately you've got like a really nice dramatic look to the brow bone? If you can't fit it in, then don't worry. Then you can just ask me questions. There we go. So look, we've got 2 new high eyebrows.
Oh yes, I found a way. I've gone in through the mouth hole.
And yours is so white. I love it. Right. So then we're going to do the same thing with the cheeks. So go in and make your new cheekbones. And obviously you want them to be high and arched. So look, can you see how now the sides of my face, I've got a lovely cheekbone. Brilliant. So yeah, that's my new face. Can you see how glamorous it looks?
It literally looks so fucking good already. Like, that's amazing.
So yeah, once you put the second layer of tights over your face, because if you can actually see enough through, then it looks better if you don't cut the second pair of tights. But the way I liked it is when you literally have one layer that you have a hole for the eyes and one layer that's completely smooth, it makes it look really weird. Pull the second layer of tights and make it really nice and tight up at the top of your head. And the great thing is that the second pair leaves you with like a little ponytail, which is really cute. This is our new face that we've been to a really expensive surgeon in LA for. Well, some of us have.
I'm ready. I think I
Yours looks like a squid. You look like fresh calamari. So we finally got to the stage where we're going to apply some products. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this forms that we've created to outline the new face. So what I'm going to use is a black eyeliner pencil. If you think about this little kidney that you've put in, the top line is going to be the arch of your brow. So with the same product, we're going to use the eyeliner pen to draw our new eyelids. So that goes straight across. And then I'm just going to show you the shape on the bottom as well, and then you can all have a go. So you want to kind of use the hole where you're in your first pair of tights as a guide.
Your drag is so like wild, and like who were the inspirations for you when you were a wee drag child?
Okay, so for me it was all like goths, very gothy. I loved like Elvira and the kind of like scream queens of horror back in the day. Those were my favorite inspirations. So I was and then, you know, like high fashion, I worked in fashion a lot before I moved into the film industry. And so those sort of were my kind of reference points.
Yeah.
But everything with me kind of comes back to a bit of a gothic edge, I would say.
Elvira's a popular choice for the young. It must be our generation. Elvira was
Yeah. Well, she's camp, isn't she? She's like a gay icon. She's so camp.
totally.
So now we've got our eyeliner on. We're going to do some eyeshadow and some shaping. Blue eyeshadow.
What blue are you using? Because it's a very.
I'm using Electric Eel from MAC, which is one of my favorite blues.
Ooh.
So now I'm going to use a darker blue just to add a little bit of depth, but not much because I'm going to essentially cover this in glitter afterwards. So don't worry too much. I just want it to look like a nice, like really defined lid.
Just want it to look like a real natural lady.
Just a real natural lady, you know, going about her business, doing what she's got to do.
Because obviously you have worked with wonderful, famous, celebrity type folk. I was just wondering, like, obviously you've done loads and you take it all in your stride and that's amazing. But is there anybody like that you really want to work with that you haven't worked with yet that you're like?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I would absolutely adore to work with Tilda Swinton.
Ooh,
She's kind of one of my ultimate people that I'd love to work with because she's so versatile. She looks different every time she's in something.
Yeah, that's so true.
And she's really not afraid of, you know, changing her look and trying different things and looking a bit weird. So I'd love to do her makeup.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah. And then I'm going to use some black eyeshadow on top. So what I'm doing now is I'm just contouring. So I'm using like a contour shade under my new cheekbone.
Oh, I love that. It's like having a Croydon facelift.
A super extreme version. You'll have to tell me how I'm doing for time because I kind of just run away with it. So
okay,
you know.
Well, actually, we're doing really well. We're about halfway through.
Oh God, we've got loads of time then.
Okay, great.
So I think this looks fabulous. I'm also going to do some really nice blush. So I'm going for a really hot pink. And I'm going to use that blush on my lovely ample cheekbones.
Yes.
And kind of following that line upwards. So everything looks like it's going up. Blush, blush, blush.
Blush, blush, blush. So do you miss Margate or are you like, how do you
I absolutely miss Margate. I love it there. It's my second home.
Definitely. It is such a cool place, isn't it? I really love Margate.
Yeah, I've got very, very close friends there. So I go as often as I can. Obviously, pandemic has kind of got in the way of that, but.
And we're not just saying that because Amy Zing's here, are we?
No, never. Oh, yes, look at that. So we love a bit of blush. Keep going with that. So for the lips, so I've got a brown pencil and I'm going to draw my lip shape. So I literally want really nice full lips. Lips. Oh, yes, beautiful. Look at those. Then I'm literally just going to fill it all in.
Yeah.
That lip shape. And because I used a brown pencil, it makes it look a lot more like natural shadow. Natural shadow. There's nothing natural about the way I look right now.
I was just thinking, natural is an interesting word you've gone for there.
Yeah, this is my version of natural. I don't know what yours is.
The funny thing is, you actually do look absolutely gorgeous. Like, it shouldn't work, but you look absolutely stunning.
And well, you know, it's a zero effort because what the great thing is, once you've done this, you take it off and all the makeup stays in place, so you can literally just put it on again.
Oh my God, you've given us a look for the future as well.
Yeah, well, this is a reusable, you know, 2020, we've got to be reusable and sustainable. So I'm also going to use a bit of eyeshadow, and I'm just going to use it at the sides to kind of, you see, it makes the side of the lip look more shadowed. I'm actually going to go one step further. I'm just using a little tiny bit of black.
Yes, good. I'm glad. I was just feeling like I don't have enough things going on.
What you can do is you can use duo glue, or you can use anything sticky, And I'm going to use the glue on this bit of my eye that's kind of without anything because I left it clean on purpose. I've got like a turquoise glitter. Look how beautiful it looks. It makes it look very three-dimensional. It is quite Ursula the Sea Witch, actually, this.
That's great. When you're tight for time, we give you tight makeup.
Yeah, and to be honest, this is like longer than I would have done this. I could probably have done this like super, super quick. So I'm actually going to change color and use a little bit of something else in there as well.
Do you remember days before glitter? Do you remember when you didn't have to wake up even 6 months after doing drag and still find glitter in your bed or your bedroom floor?
Everywhere. Maybe should we put a little bit of glitter on the lips? I think so.
Always.
So I'm going to use a pink glitter. Oh yeah, all we love. So I've got a little bit of black card that I've cut out into a circle, like that. And I'm going to put that there. And it just adds that extra little bit of, I'm a glamorous woman. Not a man wearing tights on his face doing makeup. So I'm going to go back to my black pen, and I'm going to use the tip to just go, ooh.
Okay. Oh yes, that's so good.
Just to get a little bottom lash moment. And then on the top, so I'm just going to take my lashes.
And do you ever stack your lashes up?
Oh, absolutely. If you want to create that really big, huge sort of draggy 3011, then you can actually stick them not on the band, but further out on the lash so that they get longer and longer and bigger. So I'm going to take the lashes that I've put glue on and I'm going to stick them just at the very outside. And then you see that little lash just on the side, but it kind of like looks like an actual eyelash. It's great.
It's a bit Jackie Stallone, actually, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. So then we can just go and finish it all up. Add your finishing touches. You can prepare
so well for time.
You can put wigs on if you wanted to put wigs on. You can leave it as it is. I might make my jaw look a bit smaller because it looks quite big.
Yeah, you don't want to pay the surgeon all that money and then come out with a big old jaw.
No, so I'm going to use the same contour but on top of my tight face. Oh, I love that little white highlight. I might copy that. I might do a little white highlight down my nose.
I'm so impressed with everyone, honestly. Apart from myself, I'm really impressed with everyone. I blame Spain.
Yeah, well, you know what you need to do? You need to start shipping tights from over here to there. You'll make a killing.
Killing, exactly.
We just look absolutely stunning.
We just look so good.
Like the most glamorous flies that you've ever seen.
This really is such an amazing look. Thank you so much, Tyler.
Of course, my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. I feel like Marilyn Monroe.
And you look like her too. Well, first of all, before we have the moment, is we should just say, obviously, like, it'd be great for us all to tag ourselves in pictures and to tag at Guy Common.
At Guy Common is my handle on the old Insta.
Yeah, tag Sink the Pig, tag me, use the hashtag Makeovers for Misfits.
I feel like, like a Cabbage Patch Kid, but who is now a hooker.
Oh my God, best description of anything ever.
Great, well thank you so much for having me.
It's been an absolute pleasure, you've been wonderful. And thank you.
Anytime.
That's our Makeovers for Misfits taken care of. Thank you so much to everyone for tuning in.
Thank you.
The amazing Titus Groan for that tutorial.
My pleasure.
And we'll have a new guest next Wednesday. So thank you very much to everybody. Big love to you all. Applause.
Thank you so much. Bye.